You know, you would think with my preparing things prior to the stream, I would actually have things prepared. Apparently not. Hey, Ninetails. Hey, Seth. Hey, Gara. Glad you appreciate the pun, even though it's a bit of a sad pun. And hey, Bahamut. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's figure this game out. So, um, while I was out, any of the elk living, I'm not too optimistic. Ooh, yay cake! Actually, yeah, today I purchased, yeah. Today I purchased some, blueberry scones from, the grocery store because they were a day old. So, I was thinking about this coming home from work. Or not work, but coming home from the grocery store. So, the Herthians here, we have 4 eyes. And by the looks of things, we are, evolved from an amphibian race. It's what we kind of get from, you know, how the skin tone is made, etc., etc., etc. We're definitely like frog or salamander or something like that. And I can understand why we'd have 4 eyes. Is we were designed that when so most species will probably get at least 2 eyes because that way you can determine distance. It's actually fascinating. I just realized this today. You don't know it, but you're doing trigonometry all the time. Like, because you have 2 eyes and you look at something, you know, a distance away, and your brain knows how far apart your eyes are, so it knows how far away other things are because it automatically does the math of trigonometry. Like, you don't know the number. Like, I can't say, oh, that's 15, 14 feet away. Aside from guessing, but that's how binocular vision works. And the Herthians developed 4 eyes because, you know, someone whose brain can't do this? You have to keep one eye covered? Makes sense. Yay, watch streak! 50, nice. Anyway, so the Herthians, being amphibian, I think they developed 4 eyes so that they can have 2 above water and 2 below water. That way they can, like, see prey that they can eat and keep on the lookout for... When you have 1 working eye, find if you move side to side a bunch, you get a better sense of depth. That makes sense. So yeah, the Herthians, you know, they'd have 1 set of eyes in the water looking for prey and 1 set of eyes looking out of the water looking for predators. The Elkin, they're just regular binocular vision, because, I mean, they're birds, so it doesn't matter all that much. I am not sure how the Nomai function with 3 eyes, though. I don't know how that could possibly help. I mean, there might be something I'm not thinking of. But I can't think of an evolutionary... Snakes have 3 eyes. Okay. But, okay, you're the last one I have that. Yeah, I didn't know that about snakes either. Rudimentary eye thinking on the top of their head. Fascinating. Not sure if it's all snakes. Still, if some, that is weirdly awesome. But yeah, another thing I was thinking of is, it could be for aerial threats, certainly. Although, considering they're mammals, they'd probably be very heavy. So, I mean, they could have something like a rock or a thunderbird or something similar to that. Also, while I was driving home... Okay, so while physics and chemistry are not my forte, I'm pretty okay at biology. Anyway, so, yeah, we have the Owlkin here. Yeah, they are goat-like, so maybe that helps them with traversing mountains, you know? Perfect landing. Anyway, now, if you've noticed, gravity here is 1.3. So, we're assuming, because obviously the Herthians, the Nomai, etc., don't use English, that all of these words, O2, fuel, etc., they're translated. So, this is heavier gravity than what Herthians are used to. Now, in general, the heavier the gravity, the smaller the species you'll get. But the Owlkin are huge. How will that work? Simple. The Owlkin are inch for inch, meter for meter, way less than Herthians because they're avian. They have you know, their bones are hollow. So, you know, gravity's not as big of a hurdle for them as it would be for someone like the Nomai, who are obviously very mammalian based, with solid bones and very heavy, rugged, tissue. Can you imagine playing this game in the Herthian language? Yeah, like, I could see that being a huge problem. At the other side, I also see that as being something that would be absolutely fun to play. If I hadn't already watched Deceased Crab play all the way through Chance of Sendar, that would definitely be a game that I would love to do, because that's a game about learning languages. Wonder if there's any implication for this universe being tiny. Maybe. I think, in general, the small world is mostly based off of, limitation of, Chance of Sendar is next on your to-do list? Yes. You will enjoy that. Considering how much amateur archaeology you do, and have done professional archaeology, you will enjoy the absolute fuck out of Chance of Sendar. Yeah, a lot of this game, I think, is, my degree might earn me some money. Absolutely. It's kind of like how, Timber Hearth is not only small, but has such a small population. A diverse enough breeding population, depends on how complicated your genetic code is, but yeah, we have not seen enough Herthians for them to be viable in any sense of the imagination. So we're going to, yeah, it'd all get a little bit Habsburg. So I'm going to assume, like, each Herthian represents, like, humans that very much at least 500. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I don't think, like, we're seeing an actual planet. We're seeing essentially models thereof. Yeah, it's a video game, and I can 100% take, I'm not looking for 100% realism unless it's a game that's about 100% realism. Assuming base breeding population owned above or below. Yeah. Yeah, that's 500, you know, viable people. And quite honestly, you would still want even more like child-free people because they contribute a lot more to society than a lot of people want to say they do. I forgot, have I? Yes, exactly. Oh, absolutely. I mean, not just you, Seth. I would be counted among that group. You know, again, I am no expert. Um, but, hey, Simon. Yeah. Um, we killed off the last of the mammoths because... Interesting. No. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, finally, it's like it's your fucking decision. I mean, that's good. Last mammoths were numbered about 300 population, not enough. Yeah. Okay. I don't think... Have we... Mother still bugs you about having kids? I mean, right now, it's a bit of a moot point. I mean, both you and your husband, that factory is closed. Okay, how do I get to the other side of that? I'm not sure at the moment, really. Yeah. Try looking in that weird loading zone. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, sealed vault is the only place that we do have left. So yeah, you're right. I need to head to the load zone. What would Herthian's hacker name be? Oh, Neo Hearth. That's not a bad one. God, it has been so long since I've seen Four Eyes. Yep. Flat Hearth. I like that. I was about to say, it's been so long since I've seen hackers. I can barely remember anyone's handle. Silica, that sounds pretty good. There we go! Flat Hearther! Stand your ground underneath the chain platform. Yes, I did figure out. I was going at it at the wrong time. It's all good. But yeah, no, because you were mentioning hacker code names and the like. I had to start thinking of the movie Hackers, and well, I will admit, just like most William Gibson novels, there is no cishet explanation for any of the characters. Like, they put the main character in a heterosexual relationship with Angelina Jolie, but you know, like, I think he was surprised when he was like, "Oh, you don't have a dick, huh?" Yeah, nah. Well, again, it's kind of like how uh, both Johnny Mnemonic and Molly Millions are both trans. Um, like, explicitly so. Well, I guess I can't say explicit because he doesn't say I used to be a different gender, except for in Johnny Mnemonic when Johnny's like, I've been all genders and I can't exactly remember what my factory default is, which Magic the Gathering, you think Ganji is bi? Well, yeah. Everyone's bi. um, yeah. Cishet people are like ROUSs. Oh, wait. This is the place I want to be. Posture check. Absolutely. And hydrate and squats. Alright. Crack. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2, 11, 2, 12, 2. Okay. Well, that's definitely cool. We're playing the Outer Wilds, which is a fun little puzzle exploration first-person type game. Very much in the venue of Myst. Okay. So, yeah, you're all mentally alive, just not physically. Played a little bit? Yeah. I hadn't played it much prior to this. I just kept confusing it with the Outer Worlds. That's cool. Okay. I want to get to the load zone. I mean, I barely know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, my gameplay style is predominantly, ooh, shiny. Does anyone really know what time it is? Does anyone really care? Oh. Sec. Okay, maybe. It's blah time on the moon. Uh-oh. Watch out for vampires. Oh, yeah. Not Apollo 13. That was an actual thing. Yeah, it turned out that they... Apollo 18. Yeah, I think that one's it. It turns out they were rock lobsters. They sent the B-52s. Artemis is halfway. Nice. Okay, so it looks like the main puzzle is to get to each of these towers. And blow out the candles. Absolutely. And it looks like one combination already? Probably? Not that one. And they died. Definitely not that one either. Yeah. Did I get one from the fireplace in the creepy meeting hall? Maybe? All the knowledge you need to solve the leftmost one. The spoopy music from Timberborn, yeah. When you're in droughts or bad water, yeah, that music gets a little, Yeah, we've seen plenty of slideshows of them hiding stuff. Just trying to remember where they hid them. Also, I just remembered. Pretty sure I've not, at least one you can infer from looking at the elk outside the simulation. Wait a minute. No, too many things. Hmm. Oh, the burnt out, um, cabin? Yeah, it's not the first time I've been there. I just don't know what it is. Yeah. telescope and the symbol of the eye. You've seen a telescope and that symbol together in a slideshow. Okay, well then I'll check my slideshows. Oh, absolutely. It's not progress critical, but certainly interesting in the story. Okay. Well, I like the story. Achievement of oh no vandalism. Yeah. Okay, and this is the one where we find out we can go outside the matrix. Oh yeah, this thing as well. Yep. And then they upload their brains into the handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished and the figure carries container down a dark well. So this is the one I haven't been to yet. The one in the secret, Okay, yeah. It's the one at the bottom of that. I just have to remember how the hell to get down there. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Well, I would say that faith is misplaced. Stretch. Absolutely. Water is good. Is that because you have faith of the heart? Well, the giant eyebrows of Captain Jonathan Archer would appreciate that. I need to play more FF9. Did not get very far in it when I first played. Just because I had a bunch of other stuff I was doing at the time. It'll probably be the game I'll play, or the Final Fantasy game I'll play after I'm done with 3 and 4. Nine's good. 9 is a wonderful 3-disc Final Fantasy role-playing game. That unfortunately has a disc 4. Why, thank you. From what I know of the plot... Oh, Vivia's wonderful. From what I know of the plot, by the end of Disc 3, all the characters' stories are completed. And then they were like, oh, by the way, we still got to, like, you know, kill God. So, here we go. Oh, absolutely. That was awesome. Okay. I was about to say, where the hell is the tower in here? Yeah. Why do all those games involve killing God? I mean, most RPGs involve killing God. Yeah. Final Fantasy tends to end with killing God. Persona tends, or any of the Shin Megami Tensei games end with killing God. Suikoden, you don't tend to kill God, you just have a really disappointing final boss. Yeah, Zero Must, is more of an alien than it is a deity. Okay, if I recall right, there's a back road in here. That is not the back road. Okay, 8 not a deity. 7 kinda, because you can argue that Genova is a god. And Sephiroth is not the final boss. Sephiroth is just the vessel that Genova is using. Okay, it's down and then over. Of course, now I realize I have no idea how to get anywhere. So we will exit out of here. Genova was an alien virus, yeah! Nah, I'll get that. And yeah, arguably Chaos isn't a god, but I mean, Chaos is certainly strong enough to be considered a god. Oh yeah. Mother. Chaos is named as a god in Distia. Yeah. Or Dissidia. Well, I mean, if he wants to be the god of John Delancey, who am I to argue? Yep. Cosmos, I believe. Okay, what the hell am I doing here again? Taking the back road in because, maybe I want to go downstairs? Trying to get to the well to find the box thingy with the symbol. Gotcha. As you can tell, my brain is not great. So I really don't want to be down here. Okay. Snickers in the sandwich? I mean, that's probably not the worst idea. Let's see here. To eat today, I've had a Whopper. Snickers sandwich, yeah, that would work. Yeah, you know, you English people make fun of American cooking, but, my God. Yep, Whopper would be Burger King. Okay. So I don't have access to here yet. Yeah. Although I really want to try it. Like a deep fried Mars bar with some vanilla ice cream and like maybe a caramel sauce on top of that. Yeah, count me in. Yeah, I haven't had, but I am familiar with the concept of deep fried butter. Wrapped in bacon and deep fried. And you're alive. Now, only been legally dead once. And it will happen again. Just, you know, many decades from now. Grew up in Scotland, yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting what the components are of a Mars bar. It's, I want to say chocolate, nougat, and see, I want to say peanuts, but that's a Snickers. Okay, so a Mars bar is a Snickers without peanuts. Got it. No offense. Have I ever used a Twix as a straw? I have not. I know you English folk, are certainly good about turning, confectionaries into straws. Like you'll turn cookies into straws. I'm sorry, biscuits. Yep, Tim Tams. That is fascinating. Double deep cheeseburger burger deluxe. Oh, is that the one from regular show that Andrew Ray made? Okay. I'd ask why am I such an idiot, but you all here have seen me play. Okay, is there anything else around here? Yeah, I turned off your movies. Now you're pissed. It would be, I mean, it looks functional. I know, you don't like me. I don't like me either. And I've been spending too long in here that the world is ending. Theremins are awesome. That they do. Also, Gar, the people on Reddit are jackasses, because, that 3D printed hurdy-gurdy that you're making looks absolutely phenomenal. No, it doesn't, yeah. Giving us some attention this weekend? Like to hear the sound of that. Okay. Not imploded yet. That's very good. Get the cotton wrapping on the strings right. I'm sure that is difficult to get right. So it turns out your religion is correct. Two or three main things left in Outer Wilds? Yeah. Okay, you built that. You lowered it down. Okay, we got that symbol, but that just got us into the... Worked out why your death animation is different when you're on the ranger at the end of the cycle. No. Okay, this is the ruined place. And then you went in here. And gave it to the other guy. And then you went a little bit... Okay. Okay, yeah. That's the... That's the thing I keep forgetting. Well, I don't know how much of an aha moment it is, but it's mostly a Gildy you dumbass moment. Which, let's be fair, I also live to see my amazing landings. Yeah, just call me Launchpad McQuack. Hey, Travis. Yeah. Hey, all good, and hope your folks are doing all right. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, Simon. Did not know I could give myself that much forward motion by jumping off. Move like a crash test dummy. So when I was a teenager, I want to say 16 or 17, yeah. um, One of my mom's friends invited me to join her on a water rafting trip down the Colorado River. Um, Mostly because my mom wouldn't go because if she is, you know, a kilometer away from a functioning toilet, she gets upset. Which I dig, you know. Uh, I understand. Anyway, so yeah, went whitewater rafting down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon, and that was definitely a really fun experience. Um, Admittedly, I'm sure it cost a hell of a lot back then. I do not want to know how much that cost. You know what? Let's do it. Let me see how horrible it is. Um, okay, for a 9-day trip, it's $4,000. We only did a 3-day trip. 3-day adventure from $1,540. Is that for a team? Or is that per person? That is per fucking person. $2,000. Yeah, it's not too grand for like normal people. For people like me, that's a full month's salary. Yeah. True. True. Okay. What the fuck was I doing again? Right, I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, that's about right there, Bahamut. Yeah. Speaking of, starting next check, I better start sending money over to Windshear for Anthrocon. Well, if America would stop being a terrible place, we'd love to have you back. And again, Gara, going from the UK to the USA is kind of like going from Austria to Germany. Yeah, Simon and Seth, you were both in the same general area. Oh. Same here, Bahamut. Know that feeling there, Gara. Goodbye. Hectic clipsticks. Yeah, it's all good. True. Not to get too political, because this isn't that kind of stream, but I am happily confident in the fact that because this whole thing is based around a cult of personality by someone who's not exactly a spring chicken, just like Hitler, just like Pol Pot, just like Mussolini, as soon as he goes, it's gonna all die out. Well, it won't die out, it'll just be less organized. Yeah, me too. South of Anchorage, cool. Hey, Gav. Oh, yeah. Oh, take care, Travis. Okay, that pisses everybody off. Yeah. And this takes us about where we need to go. Or maybe this takes us nowhere where we need to go. Oh, trying to get to the pit. Ah! Okay, that did jump scare me. Hydrate, absolutely. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 11, 2, 12, 2, 13, 2, 14, 2, 15, 2, 16, 2, 17, 18, 2, 19, 2, 20, 2, 21, 2, 22, 2, 23, 2, 24, 2, 25, 2, 26, 2, 27, 2, 28, 2, 29, 2, 30, 2. Yeah, I'm not sure if they've got beaks or not. Yep. Okay, it was this one. And I just walked right into you. Yeah. That we do. Maybe it's some kind of like hibernation adaptation. One Hearthian with an extra finger on their hands if you look at the hands close enough. Interesting. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Hearthians do have an inbreeding problem. So one with a banjo. Interesting. Uh, yep. No. That was just me getting the joke. Optional silly thing I may not have found out yet. Please, go right ahead. Have I found the special marshmallows on Adelrock? I don't believe so. Maybe I'll check that out next cycle. Yeah. Yes. Come this way. They could indeed be made of special plants. Okay. I know I've been here, but I haven't found the thing I need in here. Well, now, I have certainly had regular store-bought marshmallow, and I've had vegan marshmallow. I am not entirely sure if I've actually had marshmallow made out of marshmallow, though. From what I've heard, it doesn't taste great. I believe so. There's a reason we stopped making it that way. Yeah. Because if I recall right, marshmallow, it's an herb. It was used for medicinal purposes. And it's good for what it does, but yeah. Yeah, pudding can be fun. It is a tough mission. A peppermint pudding. Okay. I know that feeling. Hello? Come and look for me. Not sure if you can just kick the owls out of the dream or not. I mean, kinda can by flooding. It's your dream. Do what you want to do. So, here's another thing I was thinking about today. So we're in a computer simulation. Anyway, we're in a computer simulation, but for some reason it knows what a Hearthian looks like. Like, shouldn't I just be an owlin when I'm hooked up? I mean, I guess it just gets the information out of my brain, but like, yeah, residual body image thing or something. Which is why Switch is the best character in the Matrix. Because her brain knows that she's trans, and no, no fleshy world is able to tell her otherwise. Okay. I need to pay attention to this, I guess. Okay, yeah, I think it's a bit different than outside. Okay. So. Let's go to the moon. And because we are not playing Kerbal Space, it's not the Mun. Yeah, a near landing. Jeb is truly the field spar of the Kerbin. Yeah. Yeah. Jebediah is a... Okay, I don't recall this area. It's upstairs testing the eye signal locator. Can hear and follow signals from the sun, giant, steep, and brittle hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. Device indicator just rotates wildly and never points in one direction. Noticed. I see! It's most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. Sad for me to posit this, my friends, but I believe the locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Hey, Mick. That's alright. We're not going to be here too much longer. Then we build it! Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Curious result. Possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Hydrate, absolutely. Yeah, a stretch. Oh. Where should we build this new, more sophisticated locator to be built? It may need to be larger than the eye signal locator is. On a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. Wouldn't recommend building on the planet. Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample enough space. I could construct a new building and house this proposed locator. Build there. Imagine our young friend Conway would enjoy that immensely. Always had a great interest in the eye, especially a child born so long after the crash. Brittle Hollow's southern pole immediately then. Okay. Ship's log updated. Okay. Alright, that is the sun. That's Brittle Hollow. Okay, and that's... Yep. Okay. I really should have explored the moon more. How we doing? Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you're launching. Long time no see. Talk to you later. Yeah, those are regular mushrooms. Just beware of the moon rock spiders from Apollo 18. Yeah. Um... Yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so that's at the South Pole. And your camp's at the North Pole. Ugh. I am so sorry to hear that, Seth. You have been having a big fight with that. Marshmallows are near the house. Okay. You've been having a lot of problems with that machine. It's been better. I'm glad to hear that. Yep. Eek! A mouse! In the camp. Okay. So there's some more marshmallows there. You got plenty of them over here. Did you stuff them up a tree? Yes, one can was indeed bulging. Okay. I picked it up. I have a bulging can of marshmallows. Can't get a mood? Talk to you later. Do I roast them now? It is green. Oh, I did a bleh. Well, it gave me a different sound. My stick is starting to grow, it looks like. Oh. I think, yeah, you've helped me, unlock big head mode. Maybe just a little bit. Giggled for 10 minutes, wander around Timber Hearth? Well, let's do just that. Ba-da-da-up-up-up-up. I was gonna solve the riddle, but then I got high. Ooh. Gonna save the universe too, but I got high. Now I'm tripping balls, and I know why. 'Cause I got high, 'cause I got high, 'cause I got high. Ba-da-da-up-up-up-up. Hi. What are you doing back? Did you forget your spacesuit or something? Back already? Everything okay? No. Oh my, I thought I heard your ship take off. Was your adventure only a short one? Yeah. What are you up to? Just finished sealing another batch of sapline for aging. But I like to begin aging a batch on the day of significant occasion, you know. I have so many bottles labeled structural collapse and house fire. Cool. Yeah. I'll really need one if that happens. How we doing? Hey, it's you. Yeah, I'm still going. You better be. Been forever since anyone launched into space. Really want to see it. Real bad. Yeah. How we doing, Slate? There's our pilot, ready to get this beauty off the ground. Autopilot flew my ship directly into the sun. Had an exciting dream, did you? Not exactly impossible for autopilot to get you too close, son. Not like he'll try to take you there on purpose. Make sure the sun isn't between you and your destination when you engage autopilot. You'll be fine. Yeah. Ugh. See what happens when you just decide to sleep through the Armageddon. But yeah, definitely glad Afro Man got his day in court. Although he is a MAGA chud, so... Oh, you cannot sleep through the end times. You know, the Nomai are going to look at this memory recording and just be like, the hell happened to this guy? Okay. And speaking of stuff I was thinking about this game today, so I am guessing the Hearthians are probably like frogs. Multi-stage, you know, dual-sexed or hermaphroditic species. Because I'm pretty sure the Hearthians use they, them pronouns. I could be wrong. We do know the Nomai are two gender because they use he and she in their writing. Yep, they all use they them. Yeah. We don't know about the Owlkin or the Owlks. Hearthians don't have a gendered pronouns. Yeah, they probably don't. So pilot. So why did the translated Nomai text have them? So the Nomai might not have a idea of gender for themselves, but they know that the Nomai are using two different pronouns to refer to specific people. Yeah. Yeah, it could be sexual dimorphism in, like, fish or something like that. Or insects. Or, you know, all that stuff. Sexual dimorphism isn't alien to them, it's just not them. It's like how we have a word for chitin, but we don't have... Doesn't exactly explain the pronoun thing, yeah. But yeah, it's like we don't have chitin, but we've got a word for it. My legs! I forgot. Is there anything down here? Kinda. Okay. I think before we call it, I want to explore that. Oh yeah, no, I definitely need a space food to explore that, but I was just expecting, like, nothing. Thread the fucking needle. Well, this is fun. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't read the book myself. Hi! After closer observation, mining data site 2E wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of the cave's pool. So unfortunately, we'll have to mine one of the other sites. On the opposite hand, new life. Species is okay. Semi-aquatic and very hardy. Yes, we are. The ecosystem here is quite robust. I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. Okay. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. Remind me of subterranean species that my mentor Melor once told me about from our clan used to travel across the universe. Imagine she would enjoy these life forms greatly. A few other cave sites that look promising. What about Site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. Sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? Mining Site 2B proves safe for this native species. We'll move our work there. 2B is safe. Cola says we'll continue to monitor our activity and effort on life here. Ship's log. Yeah. like that. Okay, we're on the wrong side of the planet. Yeah, like, there's a lot of this game that I think is rendered smaller than, you know, it would be in quote-unquote its real life. Like, this planet could not be this small. And support an atmosphere. Unless it was, like, denser than uranium. So, a lot of the various stuff is just, you know, altered for... Yeah. So, I imagine there are lots of other Hearthians. We just don't see them because they aren't, you know, useful for our exactly. We only get this settlement because it's all that pertains to us. Okay. Pinpoint distancing Nomai disappointing the failure to detect signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator in Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Nomai has discovered a species of four-eyed, semi-aquatic life forms in the waterway near the mine. In other words, us. Gonna see... Well... Oh, absolutely. Okay, before we call it quits, let's see if there is literally anything on Hollow's lantern. I don't think there is, because it's made of lava. There is. Of course there is. Hydrate, absolutely. Squats, meh. Looking closely with the landing camera. That makes sense. Oh? Okay. Location is inhospitable. Evacuation. Increased volcanic activity. Increased solar activity detected. Yeah! Red Timber Earth Mine. Last type of ore you send us survives longest in direct heat. Or the additional testing. We're attempting to improve its durability, but our forge has already burned through everything you sent. Ash Twins Project's protective shell. Supernova proof, however briefly. Ash estimated soon. Ash Twin Project. More than initially thought. Significantly more. Okay. Feel a little critical. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Scared the hell? Yeah. I was expecting I'd be smoked too. Same. Okay. Okay. Volcanic testing site. Even the smallest crack opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Well, yeah, because you put in a freaking supernova. More to explore there. Way more to explore there. Okay. So, got some more stuff. Botanic casting area. More stuff about Hearthians. Yeah, I just need these areas to get rid of that. I need these areas to get rid of here. And then I've got a shit ton of stuff to deal with the freaking quantum moon. Okay, well, that wasn't too terrible. Few things to do, but I'm managing. That sounds like my daily life. Hooray. Let's see who's out and about. Well, let's see. I could send you over to Code, who's playing the same game, but is considerably earlier than us. Reki is doing a blind Zelda 1 playthrough. I wish them the best. Take care, Bahamut, and thank you all for dropping by. Yeah, we'll do Shinpig. But yeah, tomorrow, more Outer Worlds. Have a good one, folks.